What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's happening, y'all? It is I, Miss Dani, founder and CEO of the Derelict Collective, and also from the Derelict Collective podcast. As you know, we like to talk about all things culture related and we chop it up with the boys and whatnot, but we wanted to bring you something different, something with a lady's point of view, so we can kind of, just chop it up, talk our shit, tea and key, if you will. So I want to welcome you all to the very first episode of Tea and Kee with Dani and Jacque. I am Miss Dani, and
I'm Jackie. Hey.
hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? So we're really excited. Like I said, this is our very first episode. We just want to kind of kick it with y'all. Like we said, girl talk, kiki. There's a little messiness, there's a little excitement, we talk about everything. What do we talk about, Jackie?
We talk about whatever happens, whatever event comes up that we think is interesting. We talk about things that we think are funny. That's probably going to be at the top of the list. What we think is funny.
We're here for a good time. The
Yeah.
majority of the time, we are here for a good time. We may get a little serious sometimes, but for the most part, we just want to have a good time. We hope that you all have a good time. Hopefully, we'll be in your, I don't know, where will we be? In your living room, your couch, wherever you are, with you at least once a week here going forward. But like I said, this is the very first episode, so we're very excited. We have a few things that we want to talk about. We got a lot of things we want to talk about, but we're gonna start. Um, we're gonna start. I guess this is a little serious. We're gonna start off with DMX.
Right.
Right. We're super sad that we lost such a legend, such an icon. X meant a lot to everybody. Everybody was an X fan. I really don't care kind of who you are, where you're from. Everybody has an X song. So this one really hurt us. The funeral was, when was the funeral, Jackie? Was it Saturday?
It was Saturday. Yeah.
The funeral was Saturday. He had two services. So there was a funeral that was Saturday, more of, I guess, like the public service, and then they had a more
Private,
regular
family.
churchy down
Mhm.
home service that was Sunday. So um did you watch on Sunday? Did you watch
I
on
saw parts of it. So I saw what you will obviously discuss because after you messaged me about Kanye, I saw that, and then we'll also discuss why you can't have everybody on your program. But yes, I saw parts of it.
right. Yeah, the service on Sunday, or to be funny, I guess the Sunday service, if you will, didn't quite go the way it went on Saturday.
Hmm.
Um Swiss helped the family plan the services for Saturday. Swiss reached out and personally asked Kanye to perform or to be at the funeral. We weren't really sure at first what he was going to do, but
Hmm.
now we know that basically he curated all of the music for the service on Saturday. I am extremely proud of Kanye. I mean, what am I not? But of course,
When are
like
you not?
I'm extremely proud of Kanye. Some people really had an issue; they didn't understand why is Kanye being invited. Let me remind you all that X and Kanye. I mean, I can't speak to how they really truly were in real life, but
Hmm.
X always had a respect for Kanye.
Right.
When X first got an Instagram, the first person he shouted out was Kanye.
Hmm.
X, as we know, definitely went out and performed at Kanye's Sunday service. He led the
Right.
prayer. They they always had some positive interaction, and I always respect anyone who never turned their back on Kanye,
Hmm.
disagree with Kanye, but if that's your friend, that's your friend. And I
Right.
feel like that was what was going on Saturday.
Right. There's also a spiritual element to it. We know that, like, X, he tried to keep himself in that type of realm. So he and Kanye would connect on that level. So they probably found somebody that would understand both sides of
Exactly. So I thought it was a beautiful service. I mean, actually, sign me up for the Kanye funeral package.
him.
Everything I wanted, everything that I wanted. It was the music was
Yeah.
wonderful. The music was
Hmm.
wonderful.
Most of the music was wonderful. Yeah.
Well, the music on Saturday at Kanye's service was wonderful. Now Sunday, we'll talk
Right.
we'll talk
So
about.
Right. So, like we said, not everybody should be on your program. And actually, it's kind of sad because I don't think anyone really expected Faith to do a bad job. There was like a lot of things going on, like, oh, this is drunk auntie vibes, like. And so here's the thing, the people should understand. Maybe she did have a drink, right? Because things are painful, right? And we lost a lot of people back to back. He's only in his 50s, and these are your contemporaries. You know what I mean? So it is painful. So maybe she did have a drink, but from the performance, she should have stopped at one, right? So she was a little.
You
Everything
get
was
a
a little bit
little loose, but you don't
right.
get loose.
Everything was a little bit over the place. She had done uh I'm going over yonder and had mashed it up with You Brought the Sunshine, right, all together. It just got a little bit weird at some point because then also she wasn't overly prepared. Then she handed the mic over to like a random lady, and that was like her backup singer. It was like there was one guy though at the end, she gave him the mic, and he killed it. So he should have sang it from
Is that
actually.
one of Alicia Keys' background singers that should have been singing the whole time?
Probably. That sounds right. That sounds on brand. And yeah, he should have been singing the whole time. He killed it. He was playing a guitar, right? And it was like something was off because he did not expect her to pass him the mic, but then he just he smashed it.
Right.
Yeah. So
Well, I don't know why Faith would sing "She Brought the Sunshine" when Kanye's choir sang it on Saturday anyway, correctly. And also too, before we move on, I want to shout out to again Swiss. When Swiss got on stage, like I said, the Kanye funeral package for me, sing. It wasn't too preachy. There was no pastor. It was just loved ones getting out and speaking about, the deceased. And then when Swiss came in at the end and basically politely cussed everyone out, that too is what I want for my service. If you weren't fucking with me in real life, don't try to come.
Don't do it now.
And
Don't
don't be
do
no snakes.
it now.
Get your
Need,
orders.
and you need friends like that, right?
Yes.
You need friends to remind, because I'm that friend, right?
Yes.
Most people like me, but I know when you don't like my friend. So I will speak up. Be like, oh, don't talk about them now. Don't have their name in your mouth. Their name in your mouth now. And you need that friend. Swiss was that friend.
Where your ass was at, right? So, all right.
I respected it.
I do. Shout out to Swiss. Like the service on Saturday, completely beautiful. Sunday, I mean, I know it meant a lot. I'm just glad that I'm glad that they knew enough to televise this for us and to know that this was something that we wanted to be a part of. So, love and prayers and respect to his family, his children, everything. Faith, girl, like you win some, you lose some.
This one.
I mean, also too, like she has enough going on. She got Stevie J drama, she got reality TV drama. So who knows? Speaking of reality TV, Georgia, they're down there, loving hip hop Atlanta. There's another cast and crew that we have to touch on. The girls, the ladies, the legend, the Housewives of Atlanta. The Housewives of Atlanta. So they just had the reunion a few days ago, and I did I did drop in and catch a few things. I know you had some things. So before we talk about what the ladies had on, because some ladies may not fare as well as the others. Let's get into the real. What did you think about the reunion?
What I thought about the reunion, at least the first part of it and the things that they addressed, I thought it was interesting. I feel like everybody was a little bit more woke this season. And I guess it's just the climate, the climate of the things that, have been happening around us. So I thought that was interesting because I don't think people watch Bravo for wokeness, right? They watch it because it's messy.
Right.
So I thought it was interesting that part of this reunion is they were kind of going at each other over who was the better at being woke, who was doing the most for the community. So that was like a big issue between Portia and Kenya, right?
Yes.
Because Portia did something for Black Lives Matter. She did like a PSA. She didn't invite Kenya because she don't like Kenya, right? Kenya was like, oh,
I who does
Are
like
you for all Black lives? You didn't have my blood. I was like, girl, she don't like you. She don't like you. So why
right,
would she call you now?
right.
Yeah. So that I thought that aspect of it was interesting. Um, that sometimes we just can't bury the hatchet over things, and that's okay. That doesn't mean I don't care about you or I want you to die. I just don't
Right.
want your energy. I
I
just
just
don't want
didn't
your
want to have to
energy.
call you, girl. Like, right, if you want to go march and protest, girl, then come,
Right.
like, go ahead. Right. I don't want to deal with you right now. I mean,
I just
and then who likes Kenya? Like, I'm sorry, but like,
Most people don't. They don't like her. They don't like
no,
her.
girl. And I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, she looked fabulous. That's
She
one
did.
thing.
She usually looks very
Right.
nice.
And I'm
She
not
usually,
gonna hate. She looked stunning in her gown. I cannot hate it all. It was beautiful. But girl, it's like just be cute and be quiet, girl. Like
and
just
the other person I always found was interesting is Drew, like Drew Sidora. I feel that she's a little boring. And I also noticed that she cries a lot. It's almost like she never watched the show
it's a little perform. Oh,
before
like,
she signed up. Like it's like,
what?
don't you know that they're not gonna be nice to you? Like she never watched, and she's always so hurt. She's always like, I can't believe that. And I'm just like, did you watch the show before
Maybe
you
the newbies feel like they're gonna get treated different or special or like that matters in some kind of way. Like it's me, but I mean, right?
It's odd. I
I
felt
was
like she
never
has
impressed
a very
with her. I mean,
interesting.
she's cute, like
She's cute.
but no,
She's a little boring.
a little. Yeah, it's like who else? Okay, so let's real quick. Let's touch on the outfits because I feel like as we go over the outfits here.
More will pop up.
Um
More
so
thoughts.
but okay, let's talk about Miss Drew's outfit here.
Right.
You got it. I sent it to you. I don't know if you have it right.
Yes, I saw all the fits.
So I mean it's cute. It's like I don't feel like it's giving what it's supposed to give, but it's still a cute outfit. I just wanted a little something different and more for what we were doing, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Well,
Right.
she had the big shoulder. I don't know. You know what the problem I felt with the Drew and the Portia thing? I can't really tell them apart in these pictures.
Well, now Portia got the
Portia has a better dress on.
right, and that's how you know that's Portia. Yes, and that's one
But
thing.
I don't know if it's airbrushing. I don't know what it is. I really can't. If it was just zoomed in on their face, I don't know if I would be able to tell them apart. That's
Right,
interesting. I didn't expect that to happen.
you gonna know Miss Portia though.
Yes, no, Portia looks she looks adorable. She looks
But
great.
I get what you're saying. Face and
Yeah.
face. It's like okay, like who is this?
Yeah.
I love Portia's gown.
Hmm.
Um, Cynthia's gonna give
Cynthia, well,
you.
she's a
She's
model.
gonna she's gonna give you what she's supposed to give. Cynthia very much. I feel like she understood the assignment. Now, Miss Marlowe,
No, Marlo always looks a mess.
and the
Marlo,
thing is, I feel
something in her energy. She has a messy energy, so she it
and
kind of
it's
leaks
coming through in the
out.
outfits, and it's like
Yeah.
you got the body, you have the ability, you have the
Well,
access to the fashions. And it's just like, and that goes to show you that just because it's a label, honey, doesn't always mean that we're putting it together the
well,
very best.
she always
That's we're not, but
yeah, no.
now let's get into Miss Candy.
Candy.
It's just like Candy. Okay.
Yeah.
So I live for Candy in certain ways. I live for Candy. Like Candy can be boring on the show. Don't get me wrong. I
Right.
right. I live for her, I guess, personality, her dungeon personality, her sex vixen
Yeah, she's
personality.
liberated. Yeah.
Right. I'm very much, you know what I'm saying? And Candy's very pleasing on the eye.
She's
So,
beautiful. I mean, these ladies are beautiful.
beautiful, beautiful
Hmm.
ladies. Beautiful ladies. I wanted her to give something different.
I don't know. I'm
If
not
if
sure what happened.
if it had been Halloween, or even if we were doing a dungeon, if this was an official dungeon event and this is what she showed up in, yes, I feel like we could have we could have incorporated a little bit more fashion into the dungeon. I feel like she just gave us straight dungeon.
Right.
Still fabulous. That body is popping. But I feel like for me, I guess if we had to do one big winner here, and this is, I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be Portia or if it's going to be Kenya. But those are my.
Kenya's looks nice too. But I feel like Cynthia and Portia's kind of look similar. So like they would be the top three, right, in this situation.
Black is also very easy. So I feel like this assignment, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And you have so many options and things like that. So it's like when you kind of don't give it to us on Black, it's like what are we doing here?
Right.
Well, before we move on to the next thing, just real quick, I want to touch on a few Housewives rumors.
Yes.
So word on the street is that 2 former housewives could be coming back. My personal favorite, the legendary, and I really don't care how y'all feel about her. It is what it is, and she said what she said. Miss Nene Leakes,
of course, I mean,
an icon and a legend.
Icon.
Okay,
an icon.
and I'm sorry, but she was right. She is the show. She is the show. Like this season, it's cute. Don't get me wrong, it's cute. But like, where's our punchlines? Where's our memes? We've not got any. Come on now.
There was no meme-worthy moment, to my knowledge.
Right. I mean, that's like you said, the wokeness. Like, congratulations on fighting that and being woke. But like outside of that, right. So I'm all for it. I absolutely, Miss Nene, please come on back, honey. Give the girls their lives.
Right.
You know, come through with your Trump checks, honey. Like, and come on through. Now, the other person. This other person for me is the guilty pleasure because
Phaedra,
Miss Phaedra, Miss Phaedra, and now Miss Phaedra should have let Miss Phaedra was wrong when they got rid of Phaedra. I totally understood she was wrong, but you know what? I feel like she's learned her lesson.
Right.
Like things have gotten a little boring, and if Miss Phaedra decides to come back and we lose Candy. You know,
I think like I don't know. I like Phaedra. You know why I like Phaedra? I like Phaedra because she was like a professional. So then she also shows like, oh, professional girls are messy too. So I did like it's like don't get it twisted. Don't.
I mean, I'm gonna work this 9 to 5.
Oh yeah, don't get it twisted. You know. Yeah. So I did like Phaedra. Yeah. If she comes, Candy's like.
Which. I mean, and HR corporate professional wise, I do feel bad for Candy because this person totally lied and made wild, crazy accusations.
Wild, crazy.
And if this was the regular world, there's no way Miss Phaedra should come back. But
it's TV land
for Bravo. But messy TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wonder if they can maybe a counseling session. Maybe, you know, Andy, get Phaedra and Candy to go to a counseling, maybe even church. I don't know if you need to pull
Andy was amazing with that.
Right. Maybe pull the Lord into it and see if they can, you know, bridge some gaps. Because
Isn't it funny too how Andy has like evolved as a host for this show? Because at first, you know, he's like white, he's Jewish, so he kind of was like, but like season 13, he's like right in the. He's like, oh, we're friends now.
He's getting with the girls. Okay, with the girls really start. He's like, okay, hold on, honey.
Yeah, Andy found his stride. I was watching the reunion. I was like, Andy. Andy's like, Andy is not afraid of these ladies anymore. It's hilarious.
At all. Now, real quick, I don't know, like if you watch the Potomac like I do, the Potomac ladies.
Yeah, I'm not as into Potomac, but I am familiar with it.
So, you know, I am a DMV girl, so I very much appreciate the Potomac ladies. They say that Charisse is possibly coming back.
Oh, really?
And I'm kind of here for that. One, I mean, two, because we need a little bit more melanin in that crew. We need a little bit, you know. And she was feisty. I feel like she is the Nene of that crew. She says what she says. It is what it
And she
is.
mad what she mad.
Shake it up, shake it up. Especially like I don't know if Ashley is coming back or I think Ashley is out because Ashley keep popping these babies and things like that. Although I'm always interested to see what her and her husband had
Ashley
on the husband situation. Did we ever find out like is he openly bi or is he just like in denial about it or like
we have to look that up because I don't know.
Right, like living your truth, whatever it is, living your truth. We're very supportive here at Tea Kee. We just want everyone to be truthful, but always here for the fashions though. The ladies look lovely. The Housewives of Atlanta. Can't wait for the Potomac ladies to come back. Now, as we are talking about fashion and things, on Sunday, there was a big since we did not have a Met Gala this year, or did we not miss it? We did not.
Did we? I don't think we.
Because I was like, was there an online gala and I just missed it?
Remember. I have to look it up. I'm trying to remember now because it was a while ago. I feel like they did things. I feel like there was no Met Gala, but like celebrities did like spoofs in their house. I think that's what happened with the Met Gala.
Okay, or like how they did the was it the Grammys or the Emmys or something
like that.
Okay,
yeah. I think that's what happened with the gala.
So they definitely had the Oscars.
Yes.
We're not going to too much get into the winners and things like that because everyone's, I will say that shout out to Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, our king. He lives forever. Yes. His family said that they did not feel slighted by him not winning. So that's all I needed to hear was that they were good.
And also, as quiet as it's kept, not that many people win the award. Because I think I looked up, they said like only like a lot of people get nominated after they pass, but I think only like 2 or 3 people actually won after they pass.
Okay, so that is something. I mean, and Anthony, if you're gonna lose to Anthony Hopkins, like he's a legit OG. There were a lot of other wonderful winners. Daniel won. Who the lady won for what is it? Nomadlandia.
Yeah, right.
So it was still great.
Good people won.
Right. It was and Regina King, amazing, did an amazing job.
That movie, I loved it so much.
Her
One Night in Miami was amazing.
She deserves everything. Like I just love that she's getting all these flowers and that we are recognizing her for who she is. Like shout out to her. Honey, that walk that she took at the beginning of the Oscars when it opened
love
up,
her.
did you see the couple like bow to? Oh,
she's amazing. I love her.
Wonderful. So yes, Riley from Boondocks, Miss Regina King, honey. So we love her. Yeah. She definitely is gonna go. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly here.
Right.
A few looks, and I feel like you have to start with the bad news first. And I'm gonna start with Miss Halle Berry. Shout out, Miss Halle Berry. We love you. You are another icon. We love you. Yes. So glad that you're happy and in love and you're in this new phase in life. And it's awesome, girl. Now, the dress, she was in Dolce & Gabbana.
She was.
I don't hate the dress.
Per se. Her hair.
It was the bob. It was the bob for us.
Yeah. And I don't know why she did it. And I think, when people have iconic hair, like Halle Berry had, while we were growing up, an iconic hairstyle. You know what I mean? So I think you just expect things from everybody, like one to cut. If you cut your hair short, like and you want it.
90s are coming back. Children, bring back that 90s Tony cut. Yeah. Okay, bring it back.
I'm not sure what was happening with her bob. I don't know. And I think I'm more offended when rich people have bad wigs.
Absolutely. And that's why we talk about these things, because like I said, you have the access. Right. You have the ability. You're not a regular such as us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know.
So the gown, fabulous. We're gonna take it easy because it is it's not really quarantine anymore, but we're still in a panoramic. So maybe everyone's service is not completely available yet. So maybe this was something that she had to do herself. But again, if she's happy, but maybe Miss Holly, bring the cut back. The 90s are coming back, honey. Go ahead and show the girls that you started this thing off. Like, go ahead. Now, this might surprise you, and this one kind of hurts me a little bit. I
Mm-hmm.
won't go as far as I will with Holly, but I will say Miss Viola Davis, again, another icon, another
Mm-hmm.
we love you, we
Yes.
love you. She was an Alexander McQueen in the
Mm-hmm.
all white.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me very much, I don't want to say mother, well, maybe mother-in-law of the bride, because you know you're
Ah,
supposed to wear white,
okay.
but maybe maybe I don't really want
It
you
does
marrying
look
my
kind of like a
son.
bridesmaid's dress. I got you.
Right, or like maybe this is, yeah, a church event, a formal church event or something like
Mm.
that. It is Alexander McQueen, so but it could be worse. It's not a total miss for me, but it definitely,
It's not like a red carpet situation.
I wanted a little bit more.
Her
Now,
hair looks beautiful.
her hair looked beautiful. The
Mm.
tatas look great.
Yep.
She is flawless.
Yep.
I just might have would have picked a different dress for you. That's
A
all.
little bit more.
Right.
A little bit more.
A little. Just give a little bit more of what you're supposed to give.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Miss Zendaya in Valentino,
Yes.
the color is lovely, but a lot of
Yes.
people are just basically kind of saying this is like just elevated prom dress.
Mm.
It's elevated prom dress. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
Right. And I like Zendaya. She's like my favorite light skin. So.
She's a girl, right? And sometimes she has some iconic looks. She
Mm-hmm.
definitely has some legendary iconic looks.
When she did Cinderella, that was for a Met Gala.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So I just wanted just a little bit like, like
It does. It looks like a Tommy Hilfiger dress.
it's
That's what it looks like. It looks like a Tommy Hilfiger ad.
and this is
Like Monday at the
Valentino.
Beach.
And so
Yeah.
as we talk about the Valentino and the cut of the dress, he did another one for Carrie Mulligan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing this, I guess, like the belly, like that's cute. That's cute for the girls to show something. I like Carrie Mulligan's a little bit more.
Right.
It's giving a little bit more drama. A little bit more drama. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's still, it's kind of, this is like, now I do not know. I'm trying to see if I have the name of the designer for Laura Dern's dress. I think it was also a Valentino, but we'll figure this out. But Miss Laura Dern with these feathers it's giving me 90s.
Right.
That cut, that low kind of,
It's just maybe everyone was tired. Like I don't know what's happening.
it's it's kind of, again, in that I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's giving me 90s. It's a kind if up to the York, yes, with the feathers, a more toned down. Glenn Close, no ma'am. You had an awesome moment, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the DMV, shout out to everybody who loves go-go, you know what I'm saying? Like
this is not good.
You, Honey Bear, all that. Like I love you for that. But this, I mean,
this one's not good. Now
right.
this is like mother of the bride. Like no, this was not good.
This is not like this. We don't like this. This is not in between.
Like
we know we don't like this.
No.
Now, Emerald Fennel. Emerald Fennel in this Gucci print. I love this spring Gucci print. Yeah. It's giving me something, but it's not giving me Oscars. It's not giving me formal. It's giving me elevated brunch. It's giving me elevated picnic. It's giving me daytime. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
right.
This,
I don't know. It looks kind of like a maternity dress.
Is she hiding something under there?
I mean, I'm not sure if it's not even necessarily a commentary on her figure. It's just how it's cut. Like it looks like a
and the way she's resting her hands, kind of
right, yeah,
kind of like So, now let's I'm trying to make sure there's everyone. I talked about everyone who I love and don't love here.
So she is. She's pregnant. It says Emerald Fennel confirms second pregnancy with.
Okay, so maybe we'll lighten up a little bit because you're pregnant, and that is adorable. Then how she's resting right now and whatnot. But I feel like we could have found a solid color. And that would have been a little bit more appropriate.
That's what happens too sometimes when people are like naturally slender and then they get a little bit bigger, and they don't realize every print is not for the big.
baby, baby. And you know what? We're gonna
You
talk
will
about
look like a
that.
couch. You
Like,
will look like a love seat, and you'll be like, "What
and
happened?"
ask Kim K about it, honey. You will them prints ain't always for you,
It
okay?
ain't always for you.
Now I'm trying to see. Okay, so let's skip to Miss Celeste in this Gucci with her heart purse.
Mm-hmm.
Purse, I like that. I don't love the gown, but the aesthetic I'm here for. This
Yes.
the aesthetic I'm kind of here for.
Yes.
We love a black gothy kind of,
Right.
we
And it's
love
on
that.
brand, so I can't necessarily be mad. You would look like this regardless. This is her.
This right. She came as herself. I mean, stunning. I love the hair. I love
Yes.
anytime you got your natural hair on display. That's wonderful. I just, maybe I would have wanted a little more razzle dazzle, but this definitely goes on. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Like it's fine. Um, let's talk about her for a second. She Dundas. She was doing the tribute to Prince.
Yes.
And I just feel like it doesn't matter how we feel about this. We're not going to disrespect the icon
Yes.
that is Prince. We're not going to disrespect the tribute.
Right. And she also was herself. This is her.
And she was, and then the second outfit she had, I know it had lyrics on it. So I mean, I'm not gonna disrespect this. She pulled it off. She was herself. Hair is fabulous. She always finds a pair of glasses that seem to work no matter
Right.
what the
No
moment
matter what's
is.
going on.
So I'm here for that. Now I'm gonna touch on my ladies in red, and then we're gonna
Okay.
move into the fellas. So I'm
Got
gonna
it.
touch on the glamorous ladies in red. I loved everyone, but there's one that I did not love as much, and so we're gonna do that one. Olivia Coleman, and she had on the Dior. Now, do I love the dress? Yes, it's Dior.
Mm-hmm.
Is it giving me Oscars? No, it is
No.
not. No, it is not. It is giving me high tea. It's giving
None.
me shopping in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? It's very much giving me daytime. Now, for me, it's always bold to do the all red with the red shoe. The red shoe is a little off-putting to me. She has a little sparkle here. I love the shoe separately.
Right.
But
I think for me the biggest miss is the face she's making. Why did she looks very uncomfortable?
this,
Because I feel like you could have, if even if sometimes if you don't like something that somebody has on, like if they feel comfortable in it, it projects, and she just looks uncomfortable.
you,
She just
Jackie, let them know that you can sell the outfit.
yeah, she just looks
You can
unnecessary.
sell the outfit
Yeah,
if you are exuding the confidence
yeah,
to
she
sell
looks
the
unnecessary.
outfit. Don't ever let the kids tell you right, because right, that's one thing I don't do. I don't ask people what do they think about my outfit. I
Mhm,
never ask
mhm.
because I don't care what you think. And
Right,
it's
I
no
liked it.
shade. And right, it is no shade, but I may have the confidence to try something that you would not try. So I cannot ask you if you're stuck in your box what you feel about my outfit
Mhm,
when I'm over here out of my box. But like you said, it's how you strutted, and she's
mhm.
just like, I don't know, guys, do you like it? So
Yeah.
I mean, we love the dress. I mean, it's like I said, it's Dior, so how can we hate? But now I'm gonna save the best Fred for last. Let's get into Reese Witherspoon. She's giving us Goddess again in
Mhm.
Dior, the red Dior. I love um the Grecian kind of thing
Yes.
that she's given us.
The strap.
She's pulling the belt off, and I like that she's giving us different reds. We have the different hues. The cut looks good. I can't hate on this. I can't
Yeah,
hate
no.
on this. I'm a sucker for red. Looks like she's giving us red toes. We can't really see the shoe, but I'm sure it's all fabulous. So I feel like she nailed that. The next one, Amanda Seyfried
Yes.
and the Armani Privé.
She looks beautiful.
She did this.
Mhm.
It's red. It's drama.
Mhm.
We got this neckline. We got this V. We got the ruffles, and then the come on now. If you know me, full puffiness. Come
Yeah.
on now. She did that. The hair.
Yep.
I don't see a bag, and I also like the as far as the necklace. She knew not to take away from the neckline,
Yeah.
and it's open.
Yeah.
I cannot. I'm not mad at that. I'm not
Right.
mad at that. Now, Our queen mother,
Let me just
our queen mother,
I have to.
our queen mother.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever. Miss Angela Bassett. Yes, and Alberta Ferretti. Honey. The sleeves, the cut, the drama. She's giving it to us. She's looking like she's 35. Right. Okay. She's still giving us the run for her money. Like, I mean, what, like, come on. She's got the simple slick back hair. Yep. The earrings, again, is open. She's not giving us no necklace. You're going to get these shoulders, honey. The split. And the shoe is not red. She gave us a different color shoe as to not take away from the dress. She gets her tens across the board. How could we ever? So that is our ladies. So now we're gonna get into the gentlemen real quick.
Yes.
So let's start. I hate to say let's start at the bottom, but Lakeith.
I don't know what Lakeith was doing.
I mean, it's Saint Laurent, but I mean it's okay. Like you said earlier, he came as himself.
He's it. And Lakeith, he is like, I'm off brand. I'm off this. I'm not going to do what you want. And he's always like that. So,
I mean, you know, so for brunch, yes. Right. For drinks, afternoon, for like, you know, we going to the concert, to the function, yes. Is it Oscars? No. But it's himself. Lakeith. He's himself, so we can't. Could somebody else pull that off? I don't know. I don't know. Now I don't have a picture. I don't know if I sent you this picture. Hold on. I'm about to call a quick audible, if it will, because there is a gentleman. He had the all white Gucci on. I believe his name is Aldous Hoyt. Right, I knew you would get your life. I knew. So I'm trying to. Okay, so
Aldous Hodge.
So
that's his name.
Okay. So when I don't know if is it. I think it's custom Gucci.
Let's see.
I believe so. I know it's custom something. I want to say it's custom Gucci. If it's not, we'll figure it out and we'll have this corrected by the time this airs. I do want to give him his 10s. I feel like the ladies have been giving him his 10s, and I would, you know, I'm trying to please the streets out here.
The streets, we love Aldous in the streets. That is the truth. Let's see. It says it's Dolce,
custom Dolce. I mean, the white, and normally if you know me, I'm a person who is about the all white, the black shoe with the black bow tie, the print. He killed this. He killed this. I mean, and who doesn't love a black man in a suit? So I did want to give him his 10s. So we go from the all white. I guess everyone was doing the huge, just we're just gonna go all the way with the colors here. So from white to pink.
Yes.
From white to pink, Coleman Domingo and Altera Versace. On somebody else, I don't know, but on this black man.
I mean, I like the color, but I don't think it's a good cut for him. Because it looks like his shoulders.
You don't think it's?
Yeah, his shoulders. I don't think it's cut well for him. Like his shoulders are like, so it kind of takes away from what he's trying to accomplish. I like the pink. Like but I don't know if the suit.
I almost want to call this shade Little Nas X pink.
Right.
I do appreciate that he wasn't afraid to do a little razzle dazzle, but I do agree that we could have cut this across a little bit different.
Montero pink. Yes, there it is.
But I'm gonna give you kudos for being old enough to try this pink. It wasn't horrible. We're gonna remember you, and at the next function, we're gonna want to see what you bring us. So
I don't know if I like the black shoe.
You like the black shoe?
I don't think I do.
So what would you have?
That I'm not, maybe like a gold too, like because he has gold on it. But because the black, and I think the black shoe is what is like kind of taking away from the situation.
That's what's turning you off.
You went there, but then you took it back. Like you were like, I'm bold, I'm vibrant, and here's this.
Okay, I see what you're saying, Miss Jackie. So you're like, if you're gonna do it, honey. Do the thing. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not. So lastly, like we said, we went from the all white to the all pink,
Yeah.
and now we go to the all gold. Mr. Leslie Odom Jr. in Versace.
Yes.
Um, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't
Right.
love it.
He was
I
like, I might not win the Oscar, but I'm dressed like the Oscar.
I like that he was at least on trend, and we're all gonna do like we doing this color head to toe. Well, at least head to ankle, because like
Head
you
to
said,
ankle.
right, head to ankle. I think his black shoe makes sense
It
here.
could, yeah.
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 Um, maybe it's maybe I would have liked something, and maybe it's the tie, the neck area. Like
Yeah.
I don't know because
Right. And then it kind of looks matte now, right? Everything is, yeah.
so I mean, but I mean, you know, he got the little cute little fuckboy haircut going on, like. That's what I call that, and that's no shade to anyone who has that haircut. But
But we
like,
know who you are. We know what you
right?
do.
But like, I don't know what else. And I don't know what else. And like, my
Oh,
homie just
God.
was like, "Yo, like, Danny, can you put some braids in my hair?" And I was like, you know, because he. And I was like, "What you want, like the fuck boy?" Yeah, and people know when you say you want the fuck boy,
Yep.
they know
They
what you're
know what's
talking about.
up. We know what you're talking
I
about.
mean, but it looks cute on some of y'all. Like, you know, do
It looks
you?
good on him. It's a good haircut for him.
Right? And so like, so now what's this man's name now?
Oh, so
What's his name?
his name is Leslie Odom. However, we had a little snafu. We had a little snafu at the press. The press when the press talked to Daniel Kaluuya, who won. He won an Oscar for Judas and the Black Messiah, which
Congratulations, our
congratulations and awesome, well deserved. So what happened with that was one of the reporters asked Daniel what it was like to work with Regina King, who directed One Night in Miami. So she had mistaken Daniel for um for Leslie. And Daniel's face was like perfect. Like his response was
his
like,
facial expressions be like,
like I don't understand how this is happening. And it was funny because I was like, someone must have whispered in her ear because he was like, "Can you repeat that?" And she like completely went to a different topic. Someone must have tapped her on the shoulder, like, "That's not it."
not in these times. Like after we just talked about how like we need to be inclusive and the Oscars so white, not you.
Right.
They
I
all
think
look
it was.
alike.
I don't even know how to describe it because it's like this for it to be on that platform and make such like a faux pas. Sorry to you, friend. Sorry to the reporter who did it. But yeah,
I mean,
like
she was very much like sorry to this man. I don't know
right,
this man. Like
like what, like, and I mean, I think that's an interesting point too, because like a lot of times I mean, and we as Black people do it too, right? Like we kind of separate ourselves from each other culturally. You know, there's the Black Americans, there's the Africans, there's the Black Brits, blah blah. Blah. But it's like in these moments, it's like okay, yes, obviously some cultural things divide us, but here it is. Like she was like dark skinned Black man, dark
like, and them they don't even look
they
alike.
don't even look alike.
They don't
None of
even
them.
look
They don't
alike.
look
Like
alike. They
I
don't.
don't
They don't.
do better.
They don't even
Do
look
better.
alike.
I mean, so speaking of people who need to do better,
Yes.
real quick. So this may be like this was last week. This is probably going on like 2 weeks now because this was the Saturday before last. There was a couple in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, anytime the story
The
starts off
best news
with
comes out of Florida. Come on now.
Florida. And I feel like, you know, Black people, period. But then when you say Black people in Florida, like that could go anyway.
Yes.
A couple planned a whole wedding,
Mm-hmm.
invited people
Yes.
to a mansion
Mm.
that they assumed was vacant, and it was not vacant. And as people were entering into the venue, the police were called. And come to find out that this mansion belonged to I don't know if it's the heir or the owner. I want to say it's the
He's an
heir.
heir. He's an heir. Yeah.
The heir of the International House of Pancakes. So this is the
Oh man.
mansion of IHOP. the IHOP mansion, which when you think about it, that is pretty black. If
Yes.
you're gonna come in, I mean, the only thing that could have been blacker is the Waffle House.
Waffle House. Yeah.
So like, right. But if you can't make it to Waffle House, then we'll take
We'll take a IHOP.
right. And just so we know real quick, just so everyone knows, it's Waffle House and it's IHOP. Like in case
In
there,
case you forgot, in case you didn't
right.
know.
That's all there is on that. How embarrassing.
I just didn't understand because when we saw the pictures, it looked like somebody was keeping the house up. So I don't know how they thought it was abandoned.
I don't understand how they thought it was abandoned. I don't understand like how many times did they roll by the house? What made you think? And then too, I guess us as degular people,
Right.
it did not occur that like we don't really know what a vacant mansion looks like versus a non-vacant mansion.
Regular black people, we know what a vacant house looks like. That was not
right. A house where you can go and look in the windows and stuff and like kind of, you know, but
we know what a vacant house looked like.
And
that wasn't it. That wasn't a vacant house.
Like that's what I want to know. How many times did y'all ride by this house to determine? And then if it's one thing we gonna have, the audacity. The audacity, honey, to invite people to this house.
For a wedding.
People to this house. Like,
not just like, oh, let's sneak into the pool. For a wedding. A wedding. Yes. That's what happened.
And then and then I guess too, like if you were gonna sneak, okay, maybe if you got like a homie that's ordained and can marry you real quick, and y'all was just on a stunt, and it's like 4 or 5 of y'all, and it's like, oh, we're gonna hop the fence and then stand right here and take pictures for the gram or whatever. No, y'all really infiltrated this man's house, and and honestly, let's thank goodness that it turned out as well as it did, because
right, we all know we know.
First, because Florida is a stand your ground state, okay, and and you want to enter on people's properties and things like that, and you better be glad that you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, but I do know one state for sure. I know Texas. You step on somebody's property, honey, like it's no questions asked. Bang bang.
Yep, exactly.
Right, you're not even going downtown. They're gonna like, right? It's no need. They like, oh, our bad.
So you risked everybody so that you could have this party.
Right? So I mean. I guess congratulations, y'all. Like, I don't know. Like, I hope it works out for y'all. Like, I don't know. Like, did the man feel pity on y'all and let y'all continue to have the wedding? Like, I mean, it's like I'm embarrassed for y'all, but then I'm also like I'm impressed with the audacity. Right. I'm impressed with the boldness that you would do. I mean, a whole wedding.
Yeah.
I want to know, were there invites? Did you print out invites, or was
they did? They had invites. Yes.
They absolutely. Put the man's address on the invite.
Yep.
Wow.
That's it. One thing we got is the audacity.
I'm impressed off of the audacity alone. And I feel like audacity is the theme of this next issue.
Oh, this would be the Twitter situation. Yes. So this is why this is funny, because this is kind of is partly about like a black person, and then it very quickly turns into Mayo news, which is what I like to call news that really just affects white people. It was like a making of her own, though. So what happened was this young man on Twitter, he got into an argument with a young lady who was well educated, and for him, he was saying, you know, your education and all these things, they can't replace a husband, right? Like, that's what you guys do. You always hug onto your degrees, but what you really need is like a man.
Peak ashiness.
Peak. So, you know, she was just, and don't ask me why she got into the conversation with him. She was like, you know, that's just not true. You know what I mean? Like, my relationship's one thing, my education's something else, and I'm well educated and I can take care of myself. I'm not saying I don't want a relationship, but I'm good. So he just kept going, and everybody was like, bro, like, you're not even attractive. Like, what are you coming at her for? So then what happened was he posted a picture and he was like, oh, real niggas, they get the baddest bitches, all of that. This is what he put there. And it was him with this young lady. The young lady was white. Black Twitter dragged this lady, right? She apparently looks like Ryan Gosling. That was, I'm sorry. That's what they said about her.
They did say
And
that.
then other people started to take note that she was dressed very nicely. Like she was dressed very nicely. And he wasn't. He had on like white jeans and a neon yellow sweatshirt. So they were like, she looks like she's going to the Grammys. And where are you going? To IHOP, probably that mansion wedding, right?
Yeah.
So and she sees the picture and she's like, we're not even together. We never been together.
Never.
He just wants me. This was for my birthday. That's why I'm so dressed up. And he, just came to wish me happy birthday. So at first, everyone felt sympathy for her, right? But then they started digging into her background. And in her background, she had all these pictures with like racial slurs, homophobic. Like she's using it as slang, right? It's not like, oh, I don't even know how to say it. It's because it's not like she would be someone who's like, oh, I'm racist, right? Because on her business page, she has all like Black Lives Matter. Yay, they got George Floyd. Like, so she wouldn't consider herself that, but all her captions have like racist.
She was freely dropping them M-bombs. The A on the end did not matter, boo.
To me, I just felt like it was like almost a commentary sometimes on like white feminism. Like, it's like it's like you are like an ally, but you don't know where the line should be, like where the
you don't know when to just be.
And I thought it was just interesting that she, she was in that type of situation where she was like, invoking our sympathy, because that's what happens a lot of times with women.
Yep.
From that background, their sympathy is invoked very easily, but you didn't deserve any sympathy. If anything, it's like, this is your retribution. Like you did all these things, and now everybody knows. Everybody knows.
I thought it was interesting that she was dropping all these niggas here and niggas there and stuff in her captions, but there was one picture where there were Black women in the picture, and then she changed it to jiggas. And I was like, so if you
different time, different town.
If you knew not to drop that N word with them Black women in there, like, and then like you said, I looked at her business page. It was very much giving inclusiveness, and I mean, if you didn't know any better, you would almost think that a Black woman was running that page,
right?
Almost. And then, girl, to sit around, right? So Ryan Gosling, I mean, you and your homeboy can get dragged to hell, and that's like, never mess with Black Twitter, people. Never. Like it's
Black Twitter is the gift that keeps on giving.
It's a gift I mean, it's wild out there. You gotta. They are. Black Twitter is undefeated. Like
undefeated.
Because I mean, and then Black, we play about everything. Like everything is funny to us. We don't know how to act.
Right, and I think that's the other thing, right? Like that's the other part. Like some people don't get like your closest friend could be saying like something like real hurtful. Well, I'm putting it in quote hurtful, but it's like, and someone on the outside hearing be like, why are they talking to each other like that? It's like, because we love each other, and that's Black people.
Hello.
I wouldn't bother you to drag you if I didn't love you. So, but I think sometimes like folks outside the situation don't always get that, because
right, like that's how bitches and hoes is how I express my love. Like speaking of bitches and hoes, real quick, happy birthday, sister. Today is February 20, not February. I say February.
It's
child.
April.
Good Lord, it is 28th. So I just want
that panorama time.
That's that right. I don't know. My birthday was literally like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still saying February. Shout out to my sister. Happy birthday, boo. Enjoy. We're gonna turn up this weekend, but yes, like bitches and hoes, whore.
Right. Exactly.
Wench.
How would you know if I didn't call you? How would you know that I love you?
Why
did I called you by your proper name? How would you know?
Right, best bitches for life. Like, man, Jackie, this has been wonderful. Like, first of all, I just had a good time. I didn't even realize that we were actually doing a show. We were just doing our thing. We were Kee King. This is the first official episode of Tea Kee with Dani and Jacque. Miss Dani and Miss Jacque, honey, is the kids gonna start to call us?
I know.
Right.
Look forward to that one.
I mean, well, okay. And when I say the kids, I mean the kids. The kids, right? The kids is who started calling me Miss Dani. Shout out to my good Richmond sisters. They're the ones who started the whole Miss Dani thing. So when we talking about Kee King and tea and stuff like that, you know, I'm gonna go to my Miss Dani. You know, if we do it like real nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? Then it's gonna be Dani Ocean, it's gonna be Dani Dramatics, but when we're chit chatting with the girls, it's gonna be Miss Dani. This is so much fun. Thank you guys. We had a great time. I feel like, I don't know, going forward, I would love to hear what the people want us to talk about. Fashions y'all want to discuss, like, let us know. We'll be back, I guess, next week. Right? Same bad time, same bad channel. Please follow the Derelict Collective. We are on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, Instagram. We're everywhere. Thank you so much. Damn. Good night, y'all. Peace out.
Bye.